Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jonathan. Jonathan is from Florida in the USA. So let's see what Jonathan has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
There we go.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Sorry it took me a little bit of time. I had some internet issues.
That's okay, Jonathan. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling okay.
Yeah? How's the weather over
Yeah.
there?
The weather's kind of nice. I think we're in the 70s right now, so it's kind of nice.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, Jonathan, just before we start the game, just tell me, where are you from?
I'm originally from Tennessee, but I live in Florida and work for Walt Disney World.
Oh my God, do you? Oh my God, you know what? I was working for Disney Cruise Line 4 years ago for Disney Dream.
Oh, very cool. So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, so which park do you work? What do you do over there?
Well, I was originally costuming, and now they've transferred me to be merchandise at Epcot because of course, COVID-19 has taken away a lot of our jobs,
Right.
and a lot of entertainment went away. So, of course, my job went with that for the time being. But hopefully, we'll be back to making magic soon. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. So all the parks over there, they are closed or they are open still?
The parks now here in Florida are open. Disneyland Paris is closed. Tokyo Disneyland is closed, and there's one more park. Oh, California is closed.
In Paris, how about Paris? Paris is closed as well, I believe.
Paris is closed right now. Yes.
Oh wow! And how long have you been working for Disney World?
About 7 years.
Oh my God, amazing! So, oops, I think you're gone. Oh, back now.
Nope. There we go.
Back now. Okay, Jonathan. So, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Ready to go through a lovely journey?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Right, I'm just gonna play a music now just for us to get in the mood before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Jonathan, ready for the first question?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Wow. If you could do something illegal without getting caught, what that would be and why?
That's a good question. Probably murder somebody.
Ooh.
Like I don't know. I have a very short list of people that I really despise.
Right.
So maybe one of those people could go. You know, kind of like the Purge. But I guess I just feel that sometimes some of those people, the world would be a better place without them.
That's sure. That's for sure. I agree with you. Totally agree. Let's go for the second question. Let's do it. Okay. What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? I really like 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. I think it really opens the door for not only America, but for countries all around the world to start talking about mental health and being open with who we are and what we are. And I think that's really important.
Great. Cool. It's a new series or it's been on for a while?
It's been out for about 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
It's had a lot of spin-offs, so I mean there's a lot of other shows that's come out since then. But
Right.
it was really good. I really liked it.
Great. Let's get another question. Okay. Next question is, Jonathan, what do you think people need to know about each other before they start a relationship?
See, these are all good questions. I personally, for relationships, I think it's important to get to know the person, like, and know a little bit about like what they like, what they don't like personality-wise. Because if you don't agree on a lot of things, you're going to have issues. So like kind of like religious background, what you not really what you do for work, but kind of like what your interests are, those sorts of things before you really jump in head first into a relationship. It's important to get to know those things because nobody wants to get in a relationship and then 6 months later discover that, oh, I made a mistake.
That's so true, yes. And I believe as well, sometimes it's good to spend some time together, living together as well, just to see the habits of the other person. Sometimes just can pick those habits, spend sometimes like a few days together, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you sleep over sometimes, sometimes you don't get those little habits.
Exactly. And like I said, I'm from Tennessee, and there's an old saying that goes around in my state that if you want to get to know somebody before you get in a relationship with them, you go on a road trip. You go on like a long trip. That way you learn everything about them.
That's a good tip, actually. Absolutely. I think it's a good idea, actually, do that. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, carry on.
I think you should go on a cruise, personally.
Yeah,
then you're stuck on a boat with them. Yeah.
Good one. Good advice. Let's get another question, then. Before the next question, what do you miss the most about Tennessee?
The mountains. I love the mountains.
All right. And what's the biggest difference between Florida and Tennessee?
Probably the weather.
It's more chill over there? It's not that cold?
Yeah, Tennessee is cold. Florida doesn't get cold that often.
That's totally, yeah. Right, next question, Jonathan. Do you know anyone who is living their life to the fullest?
Absolutely, me.
Hey!
I mean,
why is that?
I believe in, personally, I believe in like putting yourself all the way out there, you know, like there should be no secrets, you know, like I have a unique situation. Like I'm an openly gay man. I have no qualms admitting that, you know, like, but when I went to high school and things, I never was true to myself, you know, I never allowed myself to be the person I wanted to be or needed to be.
Right.
And now that I've become an adult and left, and I mean, I've worked for Disney. I mean, I've done it all, you know, I'm happy where I'm at, you know, I'm less than 6 months away from a master's degree. Like I'm happy. Like
Good.
I'm truly, genuinely happy. Like I've got almost all my debt paid off. Like there's so many good things happening in my life, you know, amongst COVID-19, I've had so many wonderful things, you know, I've made new friends. We've learned to, in the arts, we've learned to connect through Zoom and through meetings online. Like we are survivors, you know.
Absolutely.
Like the arts is going to survive, and it will come back. And when it comes back, people like you and me and all these other artists who are making daily content, we're going to be the forefront of the next movement of the arts community.
Absolutely.
So,
wow.
And that's why I feel like that I'm living my life to the fullest. You know, I'm taking advantage of every opportunity that I can, and that's all that we can do.
Amazing, Jonathan. I love it. I love your positivity. I love that. I think you said everything. I think you know, it's just an opportunity for us to, you know, to be better after this time right now, challenge time we are facing right now. And yeah, just take the good things out of it. That's the most important thing. Jonathan, are you enjoying the show so far?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. Let's get another question then. Next question is, what's the most beautiful thing someone have said to you?
That one I don't have an answer to. I guess the biggest piece of advice I've always been given is just be true to your heart. And I really admire that, you know, because it's true. If you're true to your heart, you'll never go wrong. Totally.
And intuition as well. Follow your intuition, and intuition is so powerful that follow your heart, your intuition, that you're gonna get everywhere you can go. Another question. Let's do it. Like dancing, by the way?
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends. I'm not I come from the craftier side of entertainment, so
Right.
I don't really dance a lot because I just never fell in love with it as a child, and I should have. I don't have a lot of regrets, but that's a couple of things that I do wish I would have done early on would have been like learn dance and things.
I never learned. I never had a class of dance. You just need to move. About dance, it's just about yourself. Express yourself. There are no rules. There are no rules. Like, oh, you need to dance this way, this way. You just move yourself. That's what I believe. Right. Next question is, what is one thing you've won, and how did you win it? Something special.
I won free tickets to a concert one time. That was fun.
Which concert?
Oh gosh, it was for a band called Blood on the Dance Floor.
Okay.
So, and me and a friend of mine, we just signed up, and I don't know how we won. I guess we was just randomly picked.
Great. Cool. Let's get another question, Jonathan. Let's do it. Okay, I think when I because I was working for Disney World was in 2016, so I visit Epcot. I'm sure you're there at the time as well. 2016, were you there in Epcot at the time, or yeah?
I was not at Epcot at that time.
Where were you?
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I visit as well. So I'm sure they'll kind of cross each other there somehow.
You never know. It's a small world.
That's true. What do you like the most in your best friends?
Probably confidentiality, like I think that's very important. If I tell you something in confidence, I hope that you respect my wishes enough to keep it that way,
Totally. Yeah, good one. Another question. Let's do it. For the next question, what's the best and the worst of working for Disney World?
Oh, the best part absolutely is making magic for our guests. I mean, that's kind of, as I grew up and I went to school for costume design and production. And when you put somebody in a costume and see that person truly come alive and be who they truly want to be, to me, that is the magic of it. And to get to see our guests walk through the park gates in the morning and truly live their own dreams. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all the Galaxy's Edge opening stuff. To see our guests come alive and interact and become those Star Wars characters and become that Star Wars story, is just so magical. I would say that's probably the best part. The worst part, of course, probably is for me was where I work, the role that I work in costuming. I don't always get to see the guest.
I see.
I think that's kind of the worst part for me because normally I'm a lot of the time backstage, so I don't get to see all the guests all the time.
The reactions, yeah.
So, exactly, and that's the magical part of it. We partner with Make-A-Wish and all these big organizations, and to get to see these kids' dreams truly come alive is just it's amazing. I don't know another way to. Yeah, it's really phenomenal.
I remember we went to the Magic Kingdom, and after they had the parade, they had the fireworks, and I remember I approached some of the members of staff and I said, "It's the first time they have this show here because it looks perfect." He was like, "No, that happens every single day," and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was so impressed with the perfectionist. I couldn't believe. I was like, "My God, it looks." I feel like it's the first time they are doing this because it was so real. Everyone was living, they're believing what they were doing. I was like, "Oh my God." I just felt I had goosebumps at the time. I was like, my goodness, I felt like it's the first time we were doing that because it was so perfect and beautiful. Right. Another question. Let's do it, Jonathan. I can see some movement now. It started out. I can see.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll try to play along,
Great. Good question. Define yourself in a season of the year and why?
Oh, absolutely. Spring, 100%.
Why?
Because I feel like spring, it's like you're coming out of the season of cleansingness, and it's a season of renewal. I mean, everything's pushing up out of the soil and starting to bloom and come alive, and I feel like that's my life. I always want to continue growing and blooming, and yes, we all need a season to kind of decompress, so to say, like rejuvenate, become cleanse the old and the bad, and become new again.
Great.
And I love the spring, like 100%. Spring and fall are my favorites because the fall's kind of that, that die out phase, kind of the leaves change colors and it's magical. And then spring, it all comes back.
Fall is my favorite one. Fall always being. Is your birthday around spring or not?
I'm a summer baby.
Okay. So because sometimes they say that you're very connected with the season when you were born, and I was born in the fall. So for me, it looks very well because I love the fall. For me, it's the best of the year. Right, Jonathan, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Okay, Jonathan, what's the worst pickup line have you ever heard?
Probably want to hook up. I hate that. Like, it's like make an effort.
Yes.
I would rather you make an effort and me shoot you down than just asking me to hook up. Like,
never say that. Right, 2 questions left. Let's do it. I'm following your moves, see? Next question is, what's the best first date have you ever been on?
I would say the best date I've ever been on. I went to Disney's Boardwalk a few years ago, and I love the Boardwalk. It's kind of, I don't know, I'm a hopeless romantic though.
Oh.
So the Boardwalk just kind of was nice, it was kind of in the late evening, kind of right before dark, so kind of dusk into the beginning of the night, and like all the lights come on and like all the entertainment and just the fun of the Boardwalk, like it's got its own unique magic in a way.
Absolutely.
I would say that's probably been the best that I've ever been on. That was probably my favorite.
Great. Jonathan, I have the last question for you. Let's do it. Okay. Last question is, what's the best advice you have given?
Always be true to yourself and to your heart. Like I tell people that all the time, and to be who you are, be who you want to be. Like this world has too many labels. Yes. I mean, we want to slap a label on everything and just keep stacking labels, and they become a burden to the person. So like, it's just honestly, just go, be who you are, like be free.
Totally, absolutely.
And that's what I tell everybody, even the younger kids that work at Disney than me, I'm always telling them, just be who you are. Like, it's so important. Like, I mean, I've watched my siblings grow up. My siblings are much younger than me. I mean, I'm always telling them, follow your heart. Just be true to yourself. And when you're true to yourself, everything else works. It's like magic. Like, it just works.
Absolutely. Totally agree with you. Right, Jonathan, it's not the end yet. Now let's play the quick thinking game. So I'm going to give away some words and just tell me one thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
Let's start with family.
Happiness.
Love.
Long term.
Money.
Fame.
Sex.
Love.
Politics.
The dumpster.
Religion.
Wholeness.
Okay. Fear.
Anxiety.
Friendship.
Forever.
Desire.
Hope.
Regret.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Like,
you don't have regret. That's the thing. For me, regrets like no regrets. I think everything happened for a reason. You learn mistakes and out of mistakes and everything. So, no regrets, never.
Yeah.
Wish.
Stars.
Amazing. Last one. Disney World.
Magic.
Great. Okay, Jonathan, let's pretend now I'm going to have a coffee with your best friend, and I'm going to ask your best friend, define Jonathan in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend will tell you?
They would tell you that I'm overly happy.
Okay.
And the worst thing they'd say about me is I'm always super busy and don't ever have enough time for everybody all the time because I'm a very busy person.
Right.
Lots of projects.
Cool. Very good. Let's play now Jonathan and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question, okay? Okay, you can ask me a question now, Jonathan.
I think my question for you is, what inspired the Magic Box? Like, because I've watched a lot of your videos and I haven't really seen what inspired the Magic Box.
Very good question. I think what inspired me, it's the fact that I love connecting with people. For me, I'm a very approachable, open-minded person. So I believe that people, they have different point of view, different beliefs, different thing to share with the world. So I believe with this opportunity doing this game now, it's just people, they have a voice, like they can share ideas, and I'm sure people who's going to be watching this interview as well, they're gonna go like, oh, I like what Jonathan said, I agree with him, you know. So it's connected with people. I think the whole inspiration of this show is just make people you know, happy and connect and have a fun, have a laugh, and have a good moment. So that's the whole inspiration for me to do this. And it's so nice, compliment that, it's so nice to connect with people like you, people full of energy, full of, like, you know, like desire to live and to share and experience. And I think it's just I could do that for 24 hours, no stop. So
Yeah.
So it's a good feeling. I just like that. I think it's I literally, when I started that, I literally went for a run one day, like March. I was running the park, and suddenly this idea just popped in my head. Like, oh my God, I want to do something that I can connect with people, like a game or something. And this came out. And I just hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed. And thanks for your time as well, to be so nice and kind and accept my invitation. I hope you had a good time.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I love the concept, you know, like it's wonderful. And like I said, I've watched a lot of the videos along the way, and like,
Really?
it is truly unique, you know, seeing that, you know, and it's true, like what you just said about connecting people, that's what you have done. And
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you continue. I hope you continue to find people all over the world, you know, because truly at the end of the day, this whole world is one big canvas and we're all the paintbrushes for it.
Totally.
And the more diverse and different we are, brings us together even more so than
Totally.
ever. I overall, like, all of them is just so good. Everybody has a unique perspective. I'm like you in that way. Like, I believe everybody brings something to the table. You just got to find it.
Totally. And the thing is, they're not right or wrong answers, just different
No.
points of views. Yeah, just different points of
Exactly.
view. Yeah, absolutely. Just before you go, if you don't mind to share a positive quote or a positive message, something that inspires you in life.
Absolutely. I have a couple of quotes that I really like, and this is one of my favorites. In the movie Batman, of all movies, Bruce Wayne, who is actually Batman, falls down, and the butler helps him up, and he asks Bruce, Master Bruce, why do we fall down? And Bruce Wayne's dad has the response of, we fall down so that we can get up again. And to me, that resonates in my heart so true. Like, when people knock us down, when people walk all over us, you may walk on us now, but remember, one day we are going to get up. We're going to find our voice. We're going to find out who we are, and we will one day tell you no. We will stand up to you one day, you know? We will be that barricade that hits your life later on. It may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, it may be 10 years from now. But that's the truth of it, you know? We will get up again. And that's the best part about it, you know? It doesn't matter how low you get knocked down, you can always choose to get up. If you choose not to get up, that's your choice. You made that choice, but you can always get up, and there's always going to be somebody that's willing to help you if you're willing to accept their help.
Absolutely. And adding to that, we're gonna get up even stronger. You know?
It's true. I mean, it builds a resilience, you know? You come back bigger and better.
Absolutely. Jonathan, it's been a pleasure. My God, you're such a full of energy. I could do that another hour with you. I could do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your
You're
day.
welcome.
Maybe one day when I come to
too.
Disney Another World, I'll give a shout so we can.
Absolutely, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see you.
Absolutely.
Shake your hand.
We do that.
Absolutely. Have a great day, man.
It's you. Bye bye, Jonathan. Take care.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.